Good evening, Nigerians. My name is Mrs. Rose IDIBIA. This message is for Miss Natasha Osauru of Edo State. I'm calling on all mothers in Nigeria to help me beg her to release or to free my son. My son is going through a divorce.
Welcome back, Entertainment Daily lovers. Remember, I told you that this is a story that will keep giving because we know that more is to come. From the blogs talking about, the fact that the family is looking for Two-Face IDIBIA to Two-Face IDIBIA's mom overnight coming out and dropping this video where she said a lot, insinuating that Natasha is holding her son with diabolical or voodoo powers. And that's what it means because she said, take away that bead that you have on his neck and on his hands, okay? Talking about he's not in his right senses, he's going through divorce and all of that. You've already heard it. They did not stop at that, okay? Not only this video did they post, because Two-Face brothers, both of his brothers also shared it to their wall on Instagram, so it's everywhere. They also went further to petition DSS, that DSS should intervene and their son should be returned home. So let's get right into that conversation. So here it says, Dear Sir, petition for the intervention of the Department of State Service regarding the disappearance of Mr. Innocent IDIBIA. Number one, we are solicitors to the IDIBIA's family. Hereafter, our clients on whose firm instruction we write. We are writing to urgently seek your assistance regarding a deeply troubling situation involving a member of the IDIBIA family, Mr. Innocent IDIBIA, also known as Two-Face or Two-Baba, who our clients reasonably believe may be missing since Monday, the 10th of February, 2025. It is our brief that Mr. Innocent left his residence in the early hours of 10th of February 2025 in his loungewear, suggesting that he was going to his habitual work and he never returned home. Since then, despite the best effort of members of his family, his staff and management of his record label to reach or locate him, including reaching out to his friends and acquaintances, they have been unable to establish any contact or ascertain his whereabouts. They continued. Mr. Innocent is a Nigerian recording and award-winning artist of international acclaim by reasons of his celebrity status. It is established protocol for Mr. Innocent to be accompanied by protective guards wherever he goes. However, on this day he was last seen, he left his residence unaccompanied by his protective guards, his personal assistant, or any of his staffs. This disturbing discovery and the fact that those who ought to hear from him have not heard from him from over 72 hours has left his entire family deeply concerned. Mr. Innocent is a responsible individual, a family man, and a dedicated artist who is very passionate about his art and often dedicates the better part of his time to songwriting, recording, and other studio-related activities. He has never gone missing before, nor has he ever abandoned his work for such protracted hours. He suddenly disappeared without words. His sudden disappearance without words has raised significant alarm among his family and friends, who are particularly concerned about his well-being, given that it is out of character of him to be out of touch for such an extended period. They continued. Adding to the family distress are the calls from several of his close friends that have received messages from what appears to be his social media account soliciting financial assistance. These messages are alarming as Mr. Innocent is financially independent and has never required assistance in such a manner. This has led his family to suspect that his identity may have been compromised and that someone may have abducted him and is actively manipulating him to exploit his contact for monetary gain. The implication of this situation are grave and possibly foul play or are involved. Okay, so the family is okay. Let's see the other part that it cut off. Then he said, it is worthy of note that the victim is a legend and holds a celebrity status in Nigerian music industry and whom countless youths and citizens emulate. Not to mention the victim's wife, children, relations, and employees who have become traumatized, and his musical empire, which is now rendered comatose as a direct consequence of the suspected criminal act of abducting a victim and rendering him incommunicado. Our humble request is that you intervene urgently to investigate, locate, and rescue the victim from wherever the suspect is currently detaining him. We anticipate your cooperation in this regard. Yours faithfully, Anuge and corporations, and the sign. So this is basically what this petition says, okay? And it goes to show that Two-Face's family is not even joking, because his mom, on this video that you listened earlier, I wanted to put that short clip at the beginning, so before we go into the petition, you get to understand everything. So on this video, you could clearly see that his mom stated that he is not in his right mind, that he's going through divorce. And of course, that's not something that is easy. It comes with a lot of stress and all of that. So to see that he left home not well dressed, not with his security, not with people like Two-Face always move with an entourage. So that it is really disturbing. But one thing we know is that we've been seeing him on social media. So it seemed like this was planned between, let's say allegedly planned between Two-Face IDIBIA and Natasha, the new woman in his life. So what do you all think? Do you all think that the IDIBIA family is going to take this to the next step? Because they are not joking. From his mother sitting down, making this video and asking his brothers to post this video, or his management team to post this video, and telling that woman that, look, Two-Face is going through divorce, back off, send us back our son, send us back our brother, and the chain you have on his neck and the bead you have on his hand, take it off and leave him alone. She went further to call on all Nigerian women to join forces with her to help get Two-Face back to Lagos State or wherever their family home is. So let us know in the comment section, do you think Natasha is going to listen? Right from the first video that Two-Face posted, it was obvious that Two-Face was with Natasha, and he was not in his home in Lagos or anywhere around friends and family. Now, seeing his mother coming on social media posting this has actually backed up every suspicion that everybody had, that yes, that's where he is. But one thing we know, he looks fine. I don't think he's been held out of what is it called, out of his will. Okay, I think he's willfully there, but his family knows why they don't want him to be there, and they want him to come back home because there are other things he needs to face. And if he has never acted this way, then you understand why the shock, right? Why everybody in his family, friends and kids, feels like, how do you just leave home not properly dressed, live without your security? You've been an artist, you've been famous for how many years now, and this is something you've never done. And everybody knows that he's not someone that has ever kept his third leg in one place. So why is this case different? Let me know what you think in the comment section, and I will see you all on the next gist.